I have two main issues with this character, the first being that he got much more time and focus as Casey Jones than his mom did. In the season 2 finale, we learned that the foot recruit is Cassandra Jones, which makes a lot of sense considering her personality and thirst for violence. However, after this reveal, the only taste of Casey actually taking that role as the Turtles' ally is at the end of the film with a few quick pictures of her wearing the hockey mask. The fact that they replaced the actual Casey Jones of this universe with her son from the future irks me to no end. I've seen some people say that Casey Jr. was always intended to be the Rise universe's version of Casey, but it got changed because the show got put on pause indefinitely. I'm not sure how true this is, but ultimately it doesn't matter because I still think it was a bad choice. Cassandra's characterization and personality align so much more with Casey Jones' role in the franchise, which brings me to my second big issue. Quite simply, Casey Jr. is boring. I know a lot of people really enjoy him and he does have some endearing moments, but absolutely none of it reads as Casey Jones. If it weren't for his name and mask, I would have never guessed that this was meant to be a reinterpretation of Casey. But putting the history of the character aside, he only really serves as a plot device in this movie. He goes back in time, drops a bunch of exposition, lectures Leo for being a bad leader, and that's it. I mean, I guess he fights alongside everyone too, which is pretty cool, but that's not really relevant to his characterization. Junior is so easily replaceable with any character that him being Casey Jones is irrelevant and actively irritates me. If I could take any other pre-existing character in the TMNT franchise to replace Casey Jr., I would have swapped him out for Renette. This could be her origin story of the first time she time traveled and was rewarded for managing to save the Earth from the Krang invasion by getting to train to be a Time Lord or whatever. Casey Jr. doesn't have a satisfying conclusion to his story at the end of the film. He's just kind of stuck in the past. But with Renette, those familiar with the franchise could at least recognize that she's probably gonna move on to do some cool time travel stuff. In my personal headcanon and continuation of Rise, Casey Jr. actually meets Renette and the two of them become a time traveling duo. Because A, that's cute, and B, it gives Casey Jr. something other than being plot and having trauma. I've rambled about Casey Jr. a bit longer than I've intended, but the long and short of it is he doesn't feel like Casey Jones, and he replaced a much more feasible Casey in the Rise universe just for the sake of the film's plot.